Hello, my name's Carl, and today I'm going to be reading you this book, which is about the zebra who trots into trouble. Zigby Camps Out. So let's start this off. So first, let's introduce the main characters of the book. We have Zigby the zebra, or as you guys probably say, zebra, of Mudwater Creek. Zigby loves exploring new places and playing with his friends, Bertie Bird and McMear. Sometimes, though, he can't help trotting straight into trouble. Bertie Bird is an African guinea fowl. He's easily scared, but he'd hate to miss his friends' adventures. McMear the meerkat is a show-off and a prankster who always knows how to have fun. They sound like three interesting characters. So let's begin with this book. High above Mudwater Creek, Zigby lives in his treehouse. One morning, Zigby received a strange package from his Aunt Zandra. He ripped it open. "Just what I always wanted," he shouted. He hurried to show his friends. McMear sniffed the lumpy shape. "Is it a sausage?" he asked hopefully. "Don't be silly," Zigby laughed. "It's a tent. Let's go camping." McMear rolled head over heels. He'd never been camping before. Neither had Bertie, who hoped it wasn't too dangerous. The friends set out. Zigby grabbed a swishy stick in case they ran into anything scary. "Where are you going?" asked Ella the elephant. "We're going to camp in the darkest jungle," said Zigby. "Better take a watermelon," said Ella. "Camping is hungry work." "Let's go," said Zigby. They climbed tall mountains, waded across swamps, and fought through tangled forests. Finally, Zigby said, "Stop! This is it, the darkest jungle." Putting up the tent was tricky. There were so many poles and pegs. "It's a bit crooked, but it will do," said McMear. They squashed inside. "This is fun," said Zigby. "When do we eat?" asked Bertie. "First we need a fire," said McMear. "I'll get some wood." Zigby and Bertie waited in the tent. The sun set and the jungle grew dark. Bertie moved closer to Zigby. "What's that noise?" he whispered. "What noise?" asked Zigby. "That something lurking in the dark noise," said Bertie. Zigby listened, and he heard it too. He reached for his swishy stick. Bertie moved even closer to Zigby. "What's that noise?" he whispered. "What noise?" asked Zigby. "That's something waiting to pounce noise," said Bertie. Zigby listened and he heard it too, a rustling, scuffling sound coming closer. Bertie clung to Zigby. "It's right outside," he cried. "I can hear it dribbling and snarling." "I hear it too," said Zigby, "and there it is!" A tall shadow loomed over them. Bravely, Zigby poked through the tent with his swishy stick. "Ow!" said a voice. "It's McMear!" cried Zigby. "And he's eating the last of the watermelon," said Bertie. "Did I scare you?" McMear giggled. Zigby and Bertie made McMear build the fire by himself. "And you're not coming in until it's finished," said Zigby. As McMear put the last log on the fire, he heard a sound like distant thunder. He pricked up his ears. It was coming toward them, growing louder and louder. The ground shook and the trees trembled. McMear grabbed the tent. "Let me in," he begged. "Something's coming." "McMear, stop playing games," answered Zigby. "Don't leave me out here, please," wailed McMear. Zigby and Bertie listened. They heard the noise too. Bertie opened the tent flap and McMear dived inside. The friends huddled together in the dark. Thump, thump, thump. Suddenly, something long and snake-like reached into the tent. It was Ella. "Hello," she said. "I came to say goodnight. Are you having a good time?" "No, we're cold and hungry," said Bertie, "and McMear ate all the watermelon." "Well, why don't you come home?" asked Ella. "I've made supper." After the best supper ever, everyone was ready for bed. "What about your tent?" asked Ella. "I know just the place for it," said Zigby. Good night, Zigby. So there we go. That was Zigby Camps Out, where he went with his friends, Bertie and McMeer, and then their friend Ella turned up, who gave them a bit of a fright. So a nice read, and you can pick this up at the library. Enjoy it.